Pelé called him his successor. That is not mythology. That is what the greatest footballer who ever lived said about a 15-year-old boy from Accra who had grown up sleeping on streets, surviving a childhood that would have broken most adults before they reached adolescence. The world leaned in, and for a while, it seemed like Pelé knew exactly what he was talking about. Heir arrived at the 1991 FIFA World Youth Championship and simply dazzled. Ghana's under-17 side won the tournament, and Lamptey was its heartbeat. Quick, intelligent, devastating in tight spaces. Anderlecht signed him. Europe opened its arms. He was 16 years old and already being measured against legends. Then came the peak, a loan to PSV Eindhoven, appearances in European competition, a young man carrying not just a ball but the weight of an entire nation's hope. He moved to Aston Villa in 1994. Then Grampus 8 in Japan. Then Coventry City. The clubs kept changing, and with each change came a quieter version of the story that had begun so loudly, and then, quietly, it began to unravel. Behind the transfers was a portrait of exploitation that Lamptey himself has spoken about. Agents and guardians who took his earnings, contracts he did not fully understand, money that disappeared. A young man with extraordinary talent navigating an industry that was not protecting him. Injuries compounded the financial damage. The rhythm of a career that should have built steadily was constantly fractured. He played on: China, Germany, Venezuela, brief spells across 4 continents, because football was the one thing that had always been his. But the stages kept shrinking. The name that had once echoed through European stadiums faded into footnotes. Lamptey became a coach, working in Ghana, trying to give young players the guidance he was never given. He has spoken openly about his lost earnings, his lost years, with no bitterness, only a clear-eyed honesty. He was Pelé's chosen heir. What robbed him was not his talent, it was everything built around it. If this story stayed with you, take a second to subscribe. A new one drops every week.